But here is the man that can topple him. Cem Bolukbasi, winner of the first race last time out. The Turkish driver looking to go on to pole position as he makes his way down towards the Blanchimont. Flat out left-hander now, and then on towards the bus stop chicane. How late does he dare to get onto the brakes to try and gain some time on Beresney? He needs to find 0.2 of a second. Here goes Bolukbasi through the chicane and up to the line. Is it enough to take the pole here in Belgium? No! He's so
oh my!
Unbelievable! Nothing in it. As the cars line up on the grid for race number 1 and not the Belgian Grand Prix, it is Danny Beresney that starts from pole. As the 5 red lights come on, and that looks like interesting. If we're missing two cars on the grid, as the 5 red lights go out and we are go, they appear again as the lights go green. Anytime today, there we go. Danny Beresney leads them away from pole position as Cem Bolukbasi slots in second place. I don't think he'll be too bothered though, because it's all about the run up the hill. He might be bothered now though, because here comes Limitless pulling alongside into that first turn. They're going side by side up the hill, and Cem Bolukbasi has got the traction as they make their way through Eau Rouge for the first time of 11. It's Danny Beresney from Cem Bolukbasi and Limitless. Cem Bolukbasi a little bit wide there as he reached the top of the hill, and Charles Leclerc is right behind them. But here comes Cem Bolukbasi, as we spoke about, already pulling alongside Danny Beresney. Is he going to take the lead on the opening lap? No, he's not. Danny cuts in, and look at Limitless diving through there. So close between them. Look at Leclerc trying to go round the outside. He can't quite do it. He gets Limitless, who has to back out. It's Beresney from Bolukbasi, from Charles Leclerc, and Lando Norris round the outside, Aarav.
This is wonderful. Look at that. Lando and Charles absolutely sending it there. 3 wide through that right-hander in Sector 2. Unheard of there, Andy. But they try to make it work as best they can. Now it's Limitless v Lando Norris. Limitless on the outside. Lando defends very, very harshly. And so 2 F1 drivers up into P3 and P4. No surprise there. But like I said already, this 6-way fight, it's already occurring here, Andy. Great to see. Limitless literally pushing Lando now through these corners, pulling him on.
No, he can't quite do it. Oh, has he done it? No, he's not. As JD, he's been clipped by Latifi. Round goes JD into a spin. He tried to go round the outside, and Latifi in the end just clipped him. Here we go then. Danny Beresney, look how close he is. It is Nasser versus Verstappen from a few years ago. And Danny down the inside.
Up the Kemmel straight on the left-hand side. The Turkish driver goes in the Toro Rosso. The Hungarian defends on the inside, but it's no match. It's no use. The slipstream so powerful. Under braking though, will he have anything to give? No, he'll stick behind, but to be fair, that's probably the best thing to do. He'll now stick behind, just wait patiently all the way till Sector 3, Andy. The Turkish driver on the outside, the Hungarian defense to the inside there. He sticks the nose in. So these two, the gloves are off already. Early doors here in this race, Andy. Is now Beresney takes the lead back, but these two swapping. And now Leclerc, will he make a move into Eau Rouge? I don't think so.
I think Leclerc's going to have a glorious opportunity at the end of this straight. I wouldn't be surprised if Danny and Cem were just playing cat and mouse there in the slipstream or on the DRS line perhaps. And here comes Leclerc through the middle. Charles Leclerc in between the 2 Esports drivers. Who's going to come out on top? It's Leclerc into the braking zone. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. There were 3 wide. Beresney's out of shape. Into the side of Bolukbasi he goes. But Charles Leclerc has mugged them off on the run up the hill. And there he is. He must be very happy with himself there. As I mentioned on the lap before, you've just got to bide your time sometimes. And he bided his time there, waited for those two to get into a battle. And Leclerc straight through the middle, like the parting of the seas. And he takes the lead away.
Yeah, did the banana split there, Andy. I think it'll be one happy banana in that car, but he goes a little bit out of shape, and maybe the Turkish driver in the Toro Rosso, Cem Bolukbasi, can come back, and look at this. It could be 3 wide into that next right-hander. No, instead Beresney sends it down the inside, but these guys are flirting with just either a great move or into the barrier here, basically, as they're getting so close to each other through this tight section. Now we go through to the run towards Blanchimont and the bus stop chicane. This is where, again, the slipstream is so powerful in the F1 2019 game. So here comes the Toro Rosso driver on the left-hand side there. These two, it's a drag race now towards Blanchimont. Leclerc on the outside, Bolukbasi on the inside there. It's flat out, and Leclerc keeps his foot in. Beresney may also get involved. Lando Norris, it's 2x2 here as these guys go side by side now for the entire section. Leclerc dives at it, though, into the pit lane, as well as Lando Norris. The 2 F1 drivers, interestingly, duck out here at maybe the correct time, Andy, to just diffuse the situation, get a good undercut. Their racing minds switched on as ever. Matty, to be fair, Very consistent, no mistakes so far, and I guess doing himself proud. Of course, remember, he's probably cooking himself in the cockpit as he's wearing the full overalls he owns, so I'm sure already he's going to need a bucket at the end of this race to drain out that sweat.
Incredibly well, as we keep an eye on Pietro Fittipaldi right up behind the back of the debutant Dave Gaming, and he's going to go side by side, but look at this. Here comes Charles Leclerc taking the lead away from Cem Bolukbasi, who's just made his pit stop, and Leclerc, obviously with that extra momentum because Bolukbasi was coming out of the pits, has stormed through into the lead, and he's taking it away from the Esports driver, and these two look like they're going to do battle again. Sizes up Bolukbasi as they go up through Rouge, and we have lost Lando Norris from this race. So I don't know what has happened there, but meanwhile, Leclerc is trying to regain the lead here from Cem Bolukbasi. Is he through? Yes, he is. As they run up towards the braking zone, and Leclerc is up into the lead of the race ahead of Cem Bolukbasi. I wonder what has happened to Lando Norris. I'm getting a little drop in frames. I don't know if you guys on the watching are getting the same, but if you are, apologies for that.
Pounds to the inside or the outside. Where will Leclerc go? Leclerc goes defensive to the inside there, and he actually eases up a little bit. I think he's playing a little cheeky game there because that was quite a big ease up in the brake zone. So potentially he's already learnt that tactic thing, Andy. Like we said, learning on the job about where to make the pass, and kind of like we saw at Germany, just knowing when to make the move is kind of all about it. As you can see right here. Oh, very cheeky here. That is total F1 esports tactics there. The Wily Fox move, lifting off on purpose into turn 1 there, that is, Andy, to get the detection point of DRS. So that's what they're doing. If you're wondering at home what on earth that is the F1 gamer mind in play here. Fittipaldi swapping positions with Latifi. Latifi on the outside there, shoots it with a long dive, and onto the racing point of Dave Gaming gets involved there. So Dave Gaming, content creator, getting involved in this scrap with a Formula 1 driver and F2 driver there. Really great stuff. The Haas car, though, ahead in P3. Latifi's also been mugged off by Dave Gaming, who's into P4, but they go side by side through turn 1, and Latifi gets through, and now Perez joins the party as well. Andy, it's all kicking off here behind for the battle for P3 down to P6.
It's unbelievable. Side by side into Rouge. Oh, wow, unbelievable. Getting flashbacks from Webber there against Alonso as Charles Leclerc regains the lead at the front from Cem Bolukbasi. But look at this. Pietro Fittipaldi. Unbelievable. It's like a Formula 1.
Oh my God.
Into Malmedy. That never works. Somehow these guys have made it work. Beresney up to 4th. Dave Gaming into 5th. And Nicholas Latifi 6th. This is absolutely brilliant racing between these guys. Awesome stuff. And Dave Gaming right in the thick of it on debut, putting in a fine performance.
As we now go through the shot here, you can see there Beresney pulling long on the outside before Blanchimont, and Latifi now going the long way round. It's 2x2 into Blanchimont twice there. Beresney on Fittipaldi, and it's going to be Latifi on Dave Gaming down the inside. Side by side they go. Can Dave try and hang it through, get the nose in? No, he can't. Latifi gets it done, and he's up into P5. And meanwhile, Beresney up into P3 as quick as you want there. But great to see those two moves happening in the same succession at the same corner. Because we go down the hill towards Sector 3, like we mentioned, that's exactly almost where you want to be. Now he set himself up for this overtake. He's now got to deliver as Leclerc goes wide, and so maybe some tactical play of trying to slow each other down a little bit and maybe try and break that toe attack and just try and slow Cem up here. But here we go, Andy, towards Sector 3. Cem set this move up now, the move on the last lap of the Grand Prix for the race lead. Can he do it?
Well, as you said before, he's done very, very well. You can't get much closer than that through the middle sector without overtaking them, and he's now right where he needs to be. He beat Charles Leclerc last week. It was on penalties. Can he beat him this week on the racetrack as they go through Blanchimont for the final time here in race 1? It's still Bolukbasi in the lead. He's trying to put, Leclerc in the lead. He's trying to pull alongside, but he can't do it. What about into the braking zone, into the bus stop? He tries to go round the outside. Can he make it work? Leclerc squeezes him. He bundles across the curb, and Bolukbasi is in front for now, but is he still in front as we reach the line? My screen's frozen side by side, and they're separated by not 1-3. Goodness gracious me, that is the closest finish you could possibly ask for. I must apologise, folks, we struggled to call that on the line because we had a little bit of a screen freeze, but wow, 0.013 Aarav. That is unbelievable.
I've had a crisis, Andy. I've had a crisis. That is literally less than a piece of paper width. That is supremely close. I think maybe some great driver etiquette, I think, from Charles there at the end, because I think Cem tried to force his way through it. The same with Charles. I think they kind of went in tandem across the line, maybe just trying almost virtually shaking hands across the line to say GG's. Great race there. Wow, what a finish.